This is it's becoming out of control, and I don't want to embarrass people publicly. But there are a lot of things in the past week that board actions, and I'm very concerned that land use boards are going to get the city of Claremont sued. I watch those meetings. I'm on one of them, and there are areas that I think it's called stay in your lane. But when we start going off in different directions that don't have that authority, I don't want to see us paying off a lawsuit to anyone in this community. Um, I grew up knowing about the Great Lakes fiasco here and having to bond to pay off, a developer. I don't want to see. I don't like what I'm seeing, and I'd like it corrected. Thank you.
to add, we'll have the applicant speak.
Before we do, can I ask Scott a couple questions?
Please.
Scott, did you review the applicant's application before it was submitted to us?
Yes, actually, it was difficult because it came through a different computer. And so we had to just parse it out. But yes, I did. read it.
I'm talking about the actual application, the question about unnecessary hardship. And the applicant's answer begins with, we need to make money to support renovations, adding to the street value, blah, 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 on. Did you see that?
Yeah, we did. And we talked about it.
Did you talk to the applicant about the fact that the zoning board rules and regulations say that the zoning board cannot take any financial considerations into account?
Yes, I did bring that to their attention.
Okay, and they decided to leave that in there?
No, it was already in there and the package was going out.
And they could have crossed it out, but they decided to leave it in?
No, because they had a lot more to say about the program too, and you just saw some pictures of it.
Okay,
And they do
I saw
understand.
some pictures of the apartment being gutted. I have another question. Did you look at the picture that you just had up on the screen?
Which one? The one of the rooms themselves?
The hand drawing?
Yeah, the sketch of the room itself.
Okay, and did you see the third, I think it was the third picture or the second picture? Did you see what the applicant typed at the bottom of that?
I did. And
And did you have any
sometimes people-
comment on that?
I did. We talked about it. And
You
I
talked
just-
about what?
Well, sometimes people get a little upset about things, but all in
Right,
all,
and-
they've done a
and
first-class job with this.
All right, and as the planner, well, first of all, they say they have B&Bs in other areas, so they should have gone through other cities and everything. So I'm sure as business professionals, they know what they're writing. So my question is, did you explain to them and give them the chance to remove that?
Well, yes, yeah, well, we did talk about it, and
Scott, and I'm asking you, did they choose to leave that very offensive type message on the bottom of that picture?
they didn't intend to put it there.
Who intended to put it there?
That's when she sent us the pictures, and there was some verbiage below the pictures as well.
All right,
And sometimes, Tracy, people can vent, and it's not a bad thing.
well, no, venting, I agree 100% that venting is not a bad thing. I vent, believe me, I have typed 100 letters and put them in a drawer and not mailed them till the next day just so that I could cool off. So, and she's a business professional, so I'm just asking you if that was on the picture when it came in, you discussed it with her and it went out, so she chose not, she could have said to you, well, Scott, could you just cut that picture and just remove that verbiage, but she chose to leave it on there so that we would know how she felt? I'm just asking you, that's a yes or no question.
It didn't come to our attention to do that when we were putting the package together. I should have brought to her attention a little sooner, had her do that, but I still felt that the information that she did have there was very beneficial to it.
I feel that her comment was, if they vote against us, we're just gonna sell the house and move out of Claremont. I find that very threatening and offensive. And even though I am, and I will state for the record, 100% behind Airbnbs, I think they're a great thing to bring to Claremont. I think that she's got a 1-bedroom apartment and she wants to make it a 1-bedroom Airbnb, and I'm 100% behind that. But the application that you, as the planner, reviewed and then sent out, and then this, which I found very, very offensive, you saw that and you could have picked up your phone and said to her, Jessica, I think her name is Jessica, are you sure you want to put this on there? And either you're at fault because you didn't do that and you let it go out without advising her that the board would be offended, or she knew you warned her and she chose to let it still go through. I'm just pointing these things out to you tonight to let you know that I do not think you are doing your job correctly if you are not reviewing these applications, making sure that they are complete and making sure that they're not against what the zoning board has to do. And the zoning board cannot take financial into consideration. You know that. It still went out as an answer to a question.